friends, it's me, your Lijoe of Class 8A. Hope you're keeping fine and happy. Now, I'm going to present a bridge course for classes 6, 7 and 8, which is a short preparatory video presentation in which you will gain basic knowledge about physical quantities and measurements. So, let's learn together. As we know, a physical quantity is something that can be measured. It is divided into two types, fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Fundamental quantity. They are the basic physical quantity that does not depend upon other physical quantities. For example, mass, length, time, temperature. Derived quantity. Physical quantity that depends on or is derived from other physical quantities. Example, volume, area, speed, density. So what is the connection between these two quantities? The fundamental quantity is like a brick of a house. The derived quantity, it is the house. Here, the derived quantities are built upon the fundamental quantities. So, what is measurement? Measurement is a comparison of an unknown quantity with a known fixed quantity of the same kind. For example, the height of this child is 105 centimeter. Here, we will learn to measure length using a ruler. Step 1. Place a 15 centimeter ruler on a table. Step 2. Place the object whose length has to be measured above the scale such that its one end coincides with the zero mark of the ruler. Step 3. Make a note of the number on the ruler where the other end of the object ends. For example, one end of the crayon is at 0, the other end of the crayon is at 2 cm. Hence, the length of the crayon is 2 cm. While looking at the reading on the scale, we get different readings when the eye is kept at different positions. This is called the error of parallax. To avoid it, the correct reading is obtained when the eye is kept in front of and in line with the reading to be taken. While reading the volume, it is important to keep the eye at the horizontal line of the bottom curve of liquid to avoid the parallax error. Now, let us use the water displacement method to measure the volume of an irregular solid. Pour water in a graduated cylinder and note the initial reading, 100 ml. Lower the object into the water. Note down the final reading, 120 ml. Difference between the two readings gives the volume of the stone. This is because an object displaces water equal to its volume. Thus, found out that the volume of the stone is 20 ml. The Greek mathematician Archimedes determined that the amount of water displaced by an object equals the volume of a solid. Displacing water to measure the volume of a solid is known as the Archimedes principle. By using a Eureka can, we find the volume of the object by collecting the water displaced in a graduated cylinder. So friends, we have learned a few methods for measurement. Here are a few examples of measurement in our everyday life. Here are a few examples of ancient methods for measurement. People used these measurements in their everyday lives. But when people discovered that the people aren't built the same, they thought of a universally acceptable standards for measurement. Here are a few modern instruments for measurement. Try to identify them. We can learn more about measurement and measuring instruments from our physics teachers in our coming physics classes. So let's wait. Thank you.